good to have you join us on AD4TV Radio News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. I am Merciful Ajinomo. The President of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, this Thursday in Abuja, launched the National Broadband Plan to deepen internet penetration in the country. The President also commissioned the National Emergency Call Center, which is expected to link Abuja residents with the police, fire service, federal road safety officials during an emergency, with 112 as the toll-free emergency number. The President also launched a Communications and Digital Economy Complex. The Federal Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy said it is working to link the Nigeria Center for Disease Control to the call center in light of the coronavirus outbreak sweeping through the world. The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Mrs. Zainab Ahmed, after the Federal Executive Council meeting this Wednesday, said the federal government has placed embargo on all recruitment into its civil service. She said the federal government would continue to pay salaries and would not sack workers, but place embargo on recruitment exercises and replacement pending when things improve. She added that President Muhammadu Buhari has directed that salaries and pensions be paid unfailingly, as the service isn't looking at downsizing, but are maintaining the civil service workforce. In the same vein, the federal government has approved the promotion of 1,583 senior civil servants in the federal civil service under the 2018 Directorate Level Promotion Exercise. This was revealed in a circular and was signed by the Federal Civil Service Commission's chairman, Dr. Tukur Bello Ingawa. The agency responsible for recruiting and promoting federal workers last conducted the promotion examination in July 2018. The delay of the promotion examination result had generated controversies among top civil servants, most of who said the delay was making them stagnant in their career progression in the workforce. The spokesperson of the FCSC, Felicia Eniola Babaoye, in Abuja said the issue would soon be addressed. The House of Representatives of Nigeria has resolved to partner with the government of Lagos State to find the root cause of the recent gas plant explosion in Abule Ado, Lagos State. This was sequel to the resolution reached on a motion on the explosion by Honorable Eni Tambadru from Lagos State at plenary this Wednesday.
The motion, titled "The Need for Government to Come to the Aid of Over 5,000 Families of Abule Ado in Amowo Odofin Federal Constituency of Lagos State, Nigeria," where a gas plant explosion killed over 30 people, including the principal of Bethlehem College, Reverend Sister Henrietta Aloka, a family of 3 going to church, and over 200 people who were injured and still receiving treatment in various hospitals, and over 500 buildings worth millions of naira destroyed.
The explosion is so horrific that the epicenter of the blast created a hurricane and sent tremor and inferno into its immediate and far surroundings. The House now resolves to partner with the Lagos State government to find the root cause of the explosion.
Lawmakers were saddened by this colossal loss. They said the lives lost cannot be replaced and blamed it on government policies. They also called on Nigerians to assist the victims financially.
And I'm happy that His Excellency, as our the governor of Lagos State, have set up a trust fund. I'm sure that all members of the National Assembly will contribute to that trust fund, and everybody, whatever windows might they have, we need to put money, because that 2 billion will not even do the job. So many people are dispossessed not only of life but of properties. In other climes of the world, any pipe carrying fluid products go as far as 200 or 300 meters down the ground. Over 200 or 300 meters down the ground. But unfortunately, what do we have in Nigeria? We have pipes carrying petrol, transporting petrol, laid on the surface of the ground, some less than 10 meters.
The House adopted the motion when put to a voice vote by Speaker Femi Gbajabiamila.
The damage was extensive. I'll just put the question, and hopefully it will be the last of its kind. Those in support of the motion, please say aye. Those against, please say nay. Ayes have it.
The House mandated the National Emergency Management Agency to distribute material assistance to over 5,000 victims, It also resolved to find the root cause of the explosion with a view to averting a reoccurrence and partner to assist the relief fund set up by the state government.
The governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, in Abuja this Wednesday, announced his decision to increase its intervention in boosting local manufacturing and import substitution by another 1 trillion naira across all critical sectors of the economy. This is in addition to 100 billion naira loan in 2020 to support the health authorities to ensure laboratories, researchers and innovators work with global scientists to patent and produce vaccines and test kits in Nigeria to prepare for any major crisis ahead. Emefiele advised all deposit banks and other regulated entities in the banking industry to trigger their business continuity plans to ensure that their staff and families are protected and their operations remain largely undisrupted. The National Petroleum Corporation Managing Director, Malam Mele Kyari, said this Wednesday that its retail stations will begin to sell fuel at the adjusted price of 125 naira per litre, beginning from this March 19th, in line with the federal government's directive to adjust the price of fuel to reflect global market realities. According to him, the NNPC's ex-coastal price for PMS has been reviewed downwards from 117.6 naira per litre to 99.44 naira per litre, while ex-depot price is now reduced from 133.28 naira per litre to 113.28 naira per litre. He added that despite the obvious implications of this immediate adjustment to the corporation, the NNPC is delighted to effect the reduction of 20 naira per litre. You're watching AD4TV Radio News Update. We'll go on a short break now. Up next, Nigeria's appeal court affirms Ifeanyi Ubah as senator-elect. Lassa fever death toll hits 161 in Nigeria. And JAMB releases new result checking method in Nigeria. More stories when we return. Do stay.
AD4TV Radio, we focus on education with emphasis on research and innovation, science and technology, women and girl child education, children, health, youth and sports, socio-political and economic reforms, security, environment, entrepreneurship, and entertainment. We'll give you information at your fingertips. Learn on the go. Follow AD4TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. AD4TV Radio, reliable and credible.
We love you, AD4TV Radio.
Many thanks for staying. The Court of Appeal in Abuja, Nigeria has affirmed the election of Ifeanyi Ubah of the Young Progressives Party as the senator representing Anambra South constituency. Justice Bello Kawu of the Federal Capital Territory High Court in Kubo, Abuja, Nigeria, had on January 17 nullified the election of Ubah as the senator representing Anambra South. Delivering judgment in Mr. Ubah's appeal this Thursday, the three-member panel of the appellate court, in a unanimous decision led by Justice Stephen Ada, held that the lower court had no jurisdiction to have entertained the matter. The appellate court further awarded the cost of 250,000 naira each to be paid by the first and fourth respondent to Mr. Ubah. In talking health, local health authorities this Wednesday confirmed that the death toll of Lassa fever in Nigeria has hit 161, involving at least 4 health workers among the victims. The Director General of the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, Chikwe Ihekwazu, said a total of 906 confirmed cases of the Lassa fever have been recorded so far, with 3,735 suspected cases, adding that about 27 out of 36 states in Nigeria have been affected by the disease. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control said it has continued to scale up its preparedness and response for Lassa fever outbreak across the country, adding that recent epidemiological data show that Lassa fever usually occurs in the country during the dry season between January and April. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board announced a new method of checking the 2020 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination after shutting down its portal. According to the examination body, the new method for checking examination results was introduced due to the activities of fraudsters so that the candidates can check their results using their unique telephone numbers. The examination board said that the March 14, 16 and 17th examination were not cancelled as rumored, adding that candidates can check their results using their unique phone number and not on the board's website. The head of Media Accreditation and Liaison Unit of the United Nations, Mr. Tal Mekel, this Wednesday confirmed that an accredited journalist covering the United Nations headquarters in New York tested positive for the coronavirus. This is the second known case at the UN headquarters after a delegate from the Permanent Mission of Philippines tested positive for the virus on March 13th. To check the spread of the disease, the United Nations has suspended physical gathering of journalists at the headquarters for the daily media briefings by the spokesperson for the UN Secretary General. With effect from Wednesday, the briefings would be held through webcast until further notice. In a related development, the State Commission of Ministry of Health, Katsina, Northwest Nigeria, Yakubu Danja, in a press conference this Thursday said the suspected case of coronavirus announced this Wednesday has been tested negative. He, however, appealed to the general public to maintain a high level of personal and environmental hygiene, such as frequent hand washing, use of alcohol-based sanitizers, practice cough etiquette, and avoid mass social gathering except where necessary. In talking sports, Tokyo 2020 organizers represented by Naoko Imoto received the Olympic flame in a handover ceremony close to spectators in Athens Panathinaik Stadium this Thursday amid a global coronavirus spread. The spread of the coronavirus has forced the cancellation of numerous sporting events worldwide. However, the International Olympic Committee and the Japanese government insisted the games will go ahead as scheduled. Only a few dozen officials were allowed into the central Athens stadium as the country has imposed strict measures to contain the spread of the virus. On a lighter mood, a male ferret is called a herb, a female ferret is called a Jill, and a group of ferrets is known as a business. Please share your thoughts with us on our social media handles at AD4TVRADIO on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. That's it on AD4TV Radio News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. You can join the conversation on our website, www.ad4tvradio.com. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube page at AD4TV Radio. Many thanks for watching. I am Merciful Ajinomo.